And welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, plebs, peasants, the Kingsman himself. We are back, and we are at Game 4 out of 10 today. Europe, CIS, they're going at each other. We got HappyGuys versus NoPango. And let's be honest, NoPango looks like the kings of the castle right now. These boys are straight up, well, King Arthur, actually, I hate that guy. They're a cool king. And HappyGuys, they're like Ronald Dahl or Ronald McDonald or someone
the movie
like that.
A Kid in King Arthur's Castle?
Yes.
I think I'd seen that.
It's got, I think, the
pretty
kid
good.
from Karate Kid in it. What's his name?
Ralph Macchio?
Ralph Macchio, yeah.
Oh.
And he just goes back in time and, like, he's just a dude.
I've heard about it.
You ever watch Rookie of the Year? That's another
Oh,
classic.
that's one where his arm heals weird,
and
so he
it's
throws real fast. That
Yeah.
movie's great, dude.
Wait, we got movies being talked about. You
Oh,
know
shit,
Dakota
sorry.
has to hop
Are we
in.
talking about old school movies?
We are.
We're talking about the kid in the cupboard or something.
The Indian in the cupboard?
No, that's a good movie. What were you talking about, Kyle? What was
The
first one?
Rookie of the Year and A Kid in King
Rookie in
Arthur's
the Year was
Court.
fantastic. I
Yeah.
actually saw it in the theaters. I'm really old.
Is it like,
Yeah.
how old is it? Who's in that
Like
movie?
98.
Old, yeah.
Do you have a
97?
list of classics that you're going to like for your kid, right? Like years 6 to
Oh,
16
for
are
sure.
just mapped out? as,
Oh,
like,
no.
what
That's a
you're
good
gonna show?
idea, though. But there are classics he has to. They're like the coming of age tales that teach you how to, like, be a man. I don't
Richie
know.
Rich.
What about, like, you know, it's like, I don't know, like Sandlot or some shit like
Yeah.
that. I think
Yeah.
is a pretty good message
Dude,
movie.
when your kid's 5, I'm watching Jingle All the Way with him. That's a must-see for every kid in Christmas. That is an absolute
Yeah.
Christmas.
You got to get some
Animated one,
Sinbad in
right?
your Christmas.
Sinbad is he's actually so funny. I mean, he's a terrible comedian, but he's hilarious.
I
in
mean,
that
it's
movie.
that season. What's the favorite Christmas movie? Or
Jingle
are you
All
going to
the
be
Way?
like, Die Hard is my favorite Christmas
Well,
movie? like
that's number
everyone
2
else?
after Jingle
Which
All
is
the
a
Way.
fantastic movie.
It's a Wonderful
but-
Life is like family tradition. We watch
My
it on
mom
Christmas
loves that.
Eve.
My mom
Like, it's a
did.
great movie.
Love Actually.
Love
I was going to say
Actually.
Love Always, but Love Actually, that's the
What's the one
Christmas
when
classic.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
I love that
Coming
song.
over my-
That's literally
there's a movie.
that's what it's called. Or
Yeah.
is it a real movie or the? 'cause
It's an
the-
animated movie.
The animated movie's called that. Grandma got
Yeah.
run over by a reindeer. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a
that's
sucker for Home Alone, dude. I love that little Macaulay Culkin. He's so
I do
cute.
too.
That's a classic.
Except the 4th one without him. That one's so bad. Or is
Why
that
would you
3?
do that?
3 and 4 are without
They were so
Macaulay.
bad. Like,
That's-
who are you, little man? like,
That's-
you're bad at acting.
That's
We
why I
miss
have
Macaulay.
so much respect for like Vince Gilligan, the guy that made Breaking Bad, the guy that wrote like True Detective,
Why?
not like refusing to expand like the first season.
Mm-hmm.
You want things to end
Yeah.
one early, but because of Hollywood and the sequel spam and
money.
everybody out for
Well, they just
money,
keep throwing money
yeah,
at you.
They
you know?
they always make sure the last one is total garbage, and
Dexter.
it's just
Like Back to the
God.
Future. Don't bring it back again.
yeah.
We
please.
don't need to go to the future or back.
Yeah,
So you
we've
mean like-
been there.
We've
So
been
you mean
here,
like
we've been
Rocky?
there.
You know, I was watching reruns of Full House like last year, and they were making a joke about, Rocky movies are still coming out. It's like, man, this show came out in the 90s, and the Rocky
Still
movie
are.
just
I
came out like
gotta
2 years
say,
ago.
Though Creed is a very good movie.
Creed was pretty
Creed is
good.
very good, and I haven't seen the new Creed, but I heard it's
So
okay.
is it about
Rocky
Apollo?
5 though was bad.
Is it
Yeah.
about Apollo Creed, I assume?
It's
His son.
Apollo Creed's son,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Michael
and
B.
surprisingly was good. I
It's
mean,
not
it's
bad. The actor-
Michael
B.
B.
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
He was the
It
bad
really
guy
was.
in
Speaking of things that shouldn't have come back,
the
but
Black Panther, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He was
so
he was Kill.
Dude, Killmonger.
Whatever, yeah,
Killmonger. That's a cool name.
They
Killjoy
kind of
good
butchered
too.
the comic storyline. Makes a lot more sense. Like Killmonger's more of a sympathetic villain. In that one, like I actually
He's
hate
a really
that.
bad guy.
I
yeah.
hate that character.
He's just
though.
a bad guy, yeah.
final fight for that movie was just terrible though
Yeah.
for Black Panther. Anyways,
But at least Infinity War had a cool final. I like the final
I
battle.
love
in
this
that one.
road we're just going
Oh,
yeah.
down.
Yeah, but
jumping
there's.
from subject to subject.
But what do we got here? We got a draft. I like
No
Happy
Pango
Guys
is winning
opening,
it.
but no.
What?
Well, I like Sand King Oracle more than Dazzle ES, but I
Have you
like
seen
Dazzle more than
Dazzle?
both of those.
You know how
Yeah, that's what I
broken
mean.
Dazzle Earth Spirit is right now.
Yeah, but they don't lane together.
It doesn't matter. Dazzle is like the easiest hero for Earth Spirit to gank for, and when you get Necrobook, like you just kill everything.
Hey, I agree. I like Sand King Oracle combo more than I like Dazzle Earth Spirit, but I think Dazzle's by
You
far
charge
the best
up
hero.
on the Sand King, and when he burrow strikes in, you let go, so you get the double. With
And
the
look at this.
Fortune's End.
What?
Yeah.
What would you say the most important movie for like if you needed something like so you have to watch this movie and if you're like you have a kid, so what's like the one they've got to see?
Baby Genius.
Land Before Time. No,
Oh no!
The Tree
Speaking of
Stars.
movies that don't hold up, those movies are terrible. I don't know how the
Are
hell
they
the
now?
first
watch
one,
this
that's
kid.
it.
They
You watch
really
them?
don't hold
The
up
Brave
well.
Little Toaster, dude.
Brave Little
Oh,
Toaster
that's
is
what I'm
good,
The
talking
but Dark.
Blanket's a bitch.
That,
but
I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, he
Every time this movie comes up, you
'Cause
always
he
are like,
is.
the blanket's a bitch.
Dude,
Well,
he
that's
even
the whole
looks,
point.
He even looks like
He's a-
Piglet.
he's a
like,
wet
they were
blanket,
definitely
dude.
based off each other. Piglet and the blanket.
That's
they look
just
the
like
same. even.
that's
plays
just
the wet
character.
blanket
That's just like a
trope.
character trope of everything. You gotta gotta have that. Don't do this
Yeah.
character.
Just
Yeah,
like
it
the
doesn't mean I
vacuum-
can't hate him.
No, you can hate him.
But
You
good,
just don't
I
like
do.
that. You don't like that character. What is it like?
The
It's
trope.
a trope.
It's
It's a trope.
You don't
yeah.
like that one. You like the leading man. You like the funny guy on the side.
I like
I like
everyone
the
but
vac- the
whiny
fat
bitch.
guy. I don't know.
I like everyone but the whiny dude.
Okay, that's fine.
I like the vacuum, the overworked old guy
Oh,
that just
yeah.
hates everything.
Eeyore,
and
the
hates his
Eeyore
life.
of the
The
group,
Eeyore,
the
yeah.
grumpy dude.
Yeah, he's like the Eeyore that actually had a life and worked
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah,
a
fair
And
let's-
enough.
Lamp was like Tigger.
Can we
Yeah,
get into
he
Winnie
really
the
was.
Pooh real quick? Because they're all just different characters of mental disorders, right? Like Rabbit
Here we go.
is like neurotic.
Yep.
Pooh has
An addiction to honey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gluttony.
Diabetes.
Tigger's got ADHD.
Yep.
What is-
Eeyore's depressed.
What's Piglet then?
Owl is like a narcissist.
Yeah. What's
Piglet.
Piglet's premature.
No, he's got what's it
He's-
called when you're reliant on someone?
Codependent.
Codependent.
Yeah.
Codependency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stockholm syndrome.
What about the bad guys in the movie then? What are they? Snuffles or the
Oh,
Waffleophaguses or
those-
what?
No,
that's
what are they
Dumbo.
called?
No,
no,
they're-
Winnie
no,
the
you're
Pooh.
right.
They have a name. I can't remember
There's
what
bad
they're
guys
called.
and Winnie the
Yeah,
Pooh.
there's like two of them.
But they're like
And
imaginary.
Woozles and
Woozles.
Yes, Woozles and Snuffleupagus.
And Christopher Robin has imaginary friends, so he's obviously
Yeah.
We
out
just
there.
picked on his
Dude,
school.
think if you lived in the 100-acre woods, though. That would
would
be
be tight.
tight.
I mean, they don't have computers and phones and shit like that.
I'm all
You gotta
about
make
that.
up friends out in the yard. That was
Yeah,
how you entertained yourself.
Dude, and you
That's
eat
true.
like you know how good honey is?
Straight honey, though. I don't know. That's
I-
Straight
dude,
honey is delicious.
that kills. That kills.
I mean, a
colds, too. I
spoonful
love that.
is. I don't know about a whole bucket full. Pooh's
Yeah.
just eating it with his fingerless.
Which reminds me.
Oh, Winnie the
Clubs.
Pooh's
We
a
gotta-
crack fiend. That's what he is.
I'll be honest. Like I pick and choose. Like I have a general rule. Like you know how people like at checkout lines in America, it's pretty common that like as you finish, they'll ask, would you like to make a donation to like X, Y, and Z? Like my son's little league team. Hell no. All right? I refuse to be.
Screw the kids.
I'm not going to get pressured into donating for a cause just because I'm put on the spot. And humans have this thing like, oh, you don't want to be
They
that
get
guy
nervous.
that
They
doesn't
do.
give money. But you pick and choose your causes, and you should give charitably to things you believe in. And I will always donate money to Wikipedia and to save the bumblebees because honey is delicious.
But why the
Hey.
bumblebees? Why not the killer bees?
Because they don't make honey.
Wait, really? They just kill?
Only
Like
some
wasps.
people make honey.
That's all they do? They're
Whatever.
just born to kill?
Is it
Oh.
hornets or wasps that are just
Wasps, I think, are just, they're literally
assholes?
useless. Yeah, they literally do
useless
nothing for the
assholes.
city.
Really, is all they are.
Oh, this is going to be an offline dazzle, it looks like. Seems to be the most popular.
And you know what's amazing about bumblebees is that they'll headbutt you before they sting you. They give you a warning because they don't
Really?
want to sting you.
They're the real
'Cause a lot of
fat,
them
fluffy
die.
ones,
Yeah.
right? I mean, yeah, those. I mean, they're just so big. Get the fuck away.
But,
I
like,
don't know.
I think it takes something like an entire a bumblebee's entire life. They'll make like less than a teaspoon of honey. That's just crazy. Like these little guys, they just work hard all day to make
And
us.
we're just
Just to
eating it
make
by
a
the
little
tubes.
Honey.
we actually just take
His
their honey.
life.
Thanks.
Delicious.
I
But-
dripped it
oh,
on the floor. Whoops.
seriously,
Your
is-
life meant nothing.
Is it okay to shill for Wikipedia though?
Why not?
Because like it's December, the entire
I've
website
donated to
is
Wikipedia.
run solely on donations. Right? Think about Wikipedia. It could have become Reddit. It could have become Twitch. You'd have tons of ads all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's like the only. We went from in my school, right? You couldn't cite Wikipedia as a source.
Yeah.
But now it's like
Can you?
you check Wikipedia. It's like pretty much.
Well, so you can't cite Wikipedia, but Wikipedia is
Gives
just
the
full of
sources to
citations,
everything.
so you can use those sources.
I just see it as like the only example we have in like current society of like what humans could accomplish if we all just contributed.
Let me
right?
be
Chip in a
devil's
little bit.
advocate now.
What?
Now, Wikipedia, you think that shit is hot, right? Like, but why are you shilling to donate? Why should I donate because you want answers?
Well, don't we all want answers, Grant?
No,
Isn't
I'm
that
cool
the great
being, I'm-
pursuit of
no,
humanity?
ignorance is bliss, my friend. If you want to donate, that's cool. But if I don't give a shit what John Lennon's birthday was because I looked at Wiki, I don't care.
I think it's cool.
I
that
think it's fair to have
you
two
could-
sides of the story.
You could have a big ass USB
I'm not
stick and
donating.
effectively
Miss me with that.
download like everything we know as humans about the world, and it's free.
Okay, but hear me out. You donate $3 to Wikipedia. I donate $3 to a guitar-playing streamer on Twitch who will play any song I request. Who's getting more? I got this girl to play Ocean Avenue on a keyboard. That was sick.
But it's like
and that was
that's
money.
like saying why vote because it's not a big deal.
But Ocean Avenue on a keyboard, like that's a little bigger than voting. But
Grant
yeah, so
found
we're here now.
enjoyment out of
Dude,
that.
what is this? What is so it's a middle dazzle, or yeah?
or a mid-earth spirit.
Or is it a mid-Nix?
Is this a test? This feels like a test
I think
draft.
it's a core Nix. It's a core.
It's a
Nix,
core
it's
Nix
core
and dazzle. Yeah, this feels like a really like weird test draft. I like it though. It's
Could it
something
be
different.
a one dazzle as well? You can play
No.
it kind of like a one venge.
I mean, it could. No, it actually could be. I shouldn't say. I assume it.
No,
I
you
think
can.
It's offline.
I don't think it's that good, but it is possible if you want it to be an offline Nix and they still want to grab a mid with their last.
Yeah, I mean, he does damage. Dazzle is nuts right now.
And he scales okay. It really is about a similar pace to Venge because you get the damage at level 10, so it sort of works.
HappyGuys needs a carry that can be active, I think. That's about it. I think HappyGuys has a better draft this game. What?
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 Okay.
Rubik, Oracle. All right, we'll see.
I mean, Kyle, don't make me go back to game 1 Alliance versus whoever.
Jug, the classic.
You like this draft.
They're
You like the
winning this
NoPango.
game
They probably
in
are.
15 minutes. All right, like 20 minutes, they're going to be high grounding.
I
You
agree.
can't kill anything.
Well,
They have
let
so many
him get the
disables.
last pick out and then decide.
They've got the double heal, though. I don't know how Happy Guys are going to handle it.
All right, if they need something like a CK, but even that's a bit rough against a
10
Coddle. Like you have so much
seconds
AoE clear on NoPango.
CK.
But an illusion-based hero is what you're looking for now.
Isn't CK Medusa like crazy greedy, though?
Is it? I think you just play the CK more aggro, but yeah.
You already have a
understand.
save.
I like those CK changes, by the way. Has there been a lot of CK or no?
No,
No,
there's
not
been
at
like
all.
1%.
And especially CK Coddle, I think, is
Tiny-
very, very good.
All right, so why would you pick Tiny, 0 armor hero, 0 agility gain, into a Jug and a Dazzle? Jug, like, crushes you. I'm not a fan.
I agree.
I think he's going to get bodied in mid lane.
I agree. I mean, I agree. I think NoPango will win this in like 20. I think they picked the Tiny because this is what they did in game 1, right? They're like, let's dominate the lanes. They didn't, but that's why you pick Tiny, right? That's why Limp loves it. Like, I can easily beat someone middle with it, but what do you do after that? And I don't know. It's. I think, yeah, this.
Thing
this
is, Limp Tiny is really on another level, though. Like, of
Sure.
all the teams that can last pick Tiny at anything, you can do it if you have Limp, because he uses Toss better than anybody else. Toss backs and also ally, toss ins and out. Like, you see sometimes, what was the fatal game in, I think it was the Major, where Sumail, like, just chucked Artur into death. Was that a TI?
Was that the 34
Against
one
OG?
game? The one
Yeah.
mistake? Yeah.
And he just chucked him into the tier 4s, and they lost the game after.
Snake
like,
King
Limp's
did
not gonna
that
do
as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Classic NA and tossing.
Classic.
I don't know. He has to win this mid lane. Like, I don't know. I think Dazzle owns Tiny
I think
middle,
so,
right?
too.
Like,
Zero armor.
I think level 1
Completely
and
owns
2,
him.
Tiny will have the CS lead, and then you lose your regen, and this Dazzle's just gonna.
It-
As
It's
soon
because
as
there's
Dazzle
an
hits
Earth
level
Spirit,
2,
too.
it's just over.
Because Earth Spirit, like, if you stun him or roll on him, like, it's guaranteed heal bomb damage. You get the Q off, and then you slow him as well.
Yep.
It just, I don't know what you do if you're Tiny.
That's scary. And we get the position 5 keep. That's the one thing I don't know if I like. I mean, they won game 1
I
with
like
it.
it.
I feel you need farm on that hero, though.
No,
honestly.
you
don't
take
For
the
what?
refresher orb, but what do you buy? You don't
Yeah,
need
for
X
what?
anymore.
4 staff's always good. You don't want that?
Yeah, but
cheap.
that's always good is different from like he needs farm to do something. Like we saw him with just literally tranquil boots, and then you just have a huge impact.
That's the thing is like it's like I agree with both sides of it because the problem is that they left him with that farming toolkit still. Like
Yeah.
so now
He
you
has
just
the
have a
key.
useless blasty spell. You're not gonna harass the opponent in lane with it. You maybe would farm, but now it's like, do you farm? Now he's position 5. I don't need to farm. I'm gonna get blinding light early, probably max it out. Chakra Magics is amazing no matter what. But it is awkward.
but
He's
you can
just like a
farm.
ranged utility that doesn't. He went from I need to have Ags to I really can get whatever, and if I don't need anything,
Guys,
it's whatever.
Having a look, playing 5 and being able to kill creep waves is a blessing. Like
It is.
It is so hard. And something I say to any core that's like switching to support is to play something that can check high grounds and push lanes, because you'll just be a better player. Your warding's going to be better. You're going to have more game impact. It's so hard for people to play stuff like Oracle when they're switching over to support because
Yeah.
you just don't do anything. It's just, have good positioning. If not, you're going to feed and look really bad.
Yeah.
Was that a before 1 minute big play there? It looks like he faked out the Coddle placing the ward on their side, and no, I guess not.
He didn't
Oracle doesn't
set it.
de-ward. He just puts it. What? Oh. Come on, Ghost Stick.
but he's good.
You gotta hit those stuns. Dude, Nick's stun is so
30
hard to hit now.
seconds
Like,
to
Sand
battle.
King, still pretty easy. Nick's stun is actually
Yeah.
mildly difficult, man. They did see him place that ward because
Well,
Slayer
it is
placed the
longer.
ward. It is.
Isn't it 2.8 seconds?
It's something like that.
It's
Yeah.
a
It just
lot.
feels weird. Like, you throw it out. Like, the Impale looks so small now. There's like 4 spikes. Like, didn't there used to be like 5 or 6?
Because Lion stun is like the exact same, right?
But
it
it's
just
way
feels
longer.
way easier.
It does.
More range, I guess.
That was the one thing I missed from Han. Max range stuns were actually hype because it was like it was a thing of the game.
Yep.
Well, I think we're all in agreement. No Pang. It just feel.
You guys
like,
feel good for no Pango?
I do. Oh,
Yeah.
see, there's the D ward because they placed their ward first. Slayer's so smart. I actually think I think a lot of these 5 players are similar. Where I think they are and this is no flame. Like, they're the lowest skilled player on their team. That's not a
The
bad thing. Like,
battle
mechanically
begins.
skilled player, but they do everything else so well. It is. It's like Peter. Like, he'll tell you he's probably not the best player on his team either. They just do the intangibles as we talked about.
HG gets 3 of the bounties.
He
That's same as last
mistimed
game.
that blinding light to bump him away from the
Yeah.
bounty, or it might not have been close enough regardless. Either way, yeah. More money.
And they're putting Illidan middle with the Medusa. I have not seen Illidan play middle in a long time, so I guess we'll see. I think
Illidan.
you had to do this.
That's a
Yeah.
name I haven't heard in a
Tiny,
while.
just can't.
Storm Rage himself.
I used to play Core Vengeful Spirit and Core Silencer mid lane in my day, Illidan.
Am I misremembering, or is Illidan like the carry player
Yes.
from way back when that used to have the reputation for throwing games?
Yes.
Right?
So he played
was
like Weaver, he played the
Yeah, where
mid
he
lane
would farm really
silencer.
well, and then all of a sudden 45 minutes would come around, and he would just not use his BKB and die. And then
This
the game
was
would
old
end.
Virtus Pro.
Yeah.
Old Virtus
Way
Pro.
back. Okay, so
Yeah.
same Illidan.
Does he have an orb
I
of venom?
think he's a perfect example of someone that was ruined by pubs. Because he's always been like super high MMR, really talented, like
Yeah.
farms incredibly efficiently, but that's just not relevant in Pro Dota anymore. It's not about taking over alone. It's linking up with your teammates, buying the right items. It's very much a thinking man's game.
I think that hurts CIS a lot because I
Yeah.
think Silence the same. Like
Yeah.
I think both of them are actually the same. They're like two of the highest skilled players in CIS,
Yeah.
but they don't have the mentality. It feels
Good
weird.
during the old Divide chapter of Russian
Oh,
Dota.
yeah.
Oh,
Now it's
yeah.
like really methodical. Like suddenly,
It
like when
is.
Virtus Pro like really ramped up as a team, and you're like, this is a actually disciplined,
Oh, the
methodical
miss.
team, and they're amazing.
Yeah, and I was hanging out with them in Epicenter, right? Like, they talk about
Cloud
Dota
alert.
constantly. Like,
Yeah.
they're watching the game as 4, like, thinking about, oh, are these items right? Should he be here? Is he playing
Wow,
this
yeah.
improperly? Like, that's what you need to do to get good, not just spam games and last hit. Like, no one cares anymore.
Yeah, Virtus Pro found the right mix, and for a lot of these other teams, they're kind of trying to follow suit a bit. They don't seem so bloodthirsty like they used to be. I mean, I remember old days of past Summit qualifiers of teams like
Dude.
snowballing up on the hills as a squad and shit. It was just ridiculous.
It is true.
Feeding
Dota
it.
has-
Like, what are you
It
doing?
was so ridiculous.
Dude, Dota has become a much more methodical game. As in, like, honestly, there is like one correct way to play. Maybe there's other ways, but right now there's clearly one.
Mango heal, mango
oh,
heal,
he's-
mango heal, mango heal, mango heal. Mango heal!
Dude, Howdy, he should have just died.
He just
actually
knew.
got
That was
the
an uphill
percentage
miss.
miss.
Calculated.
Yeah. He got the percentage
Alright.
miss. Oh my
He
god.
foresaw the 5 million possibilities and was like,
Yeah.
this is the one. I
He
got
is,
it.
He is dumpstering the lane, though.
Yeah, yes. Dazzle is owning, but oh man, that might actually be worse. He didn't die. Now that I think about it, like, we'll see.
It's pretty hard for the Deuce. Her attack animation is so shit compared to Dazzle.
Who's I talking about? I know Sumail talked about the new stun toss combo is actually harder to hit to toss people backwards because they always continuously move and you have to turn around to toss now. It's really hard. I think the rest of that hero got buffed, but that's like one of the few little changes.
Oh, Cinderin, give it to your tiny dog. Come on.
Oh,
Spin to win. Slice on down the Rubik. You take one of ours, we'll take one of yours.
And I gotta say, I love the concept of Coddle with carries like Jug and TP that are alt focused. Well, you know, meta isn't alt, but still, because all of their spells are constantly getting spammed. Like Jug will spin.
Yep.
You just, this is so nice to
cool,
have.
though. Yeah.
Same with even Healing Ward.
Yeah, it was mentioned the first series, maybe not during the game, but afterward about Coddle and TB and how good they were together. And you can constantly bring down the Metamorph with that Chakra Magic and stuff.
kick back, but it doesn't do anything.
TP home.
He's getting just demolished in this lane, though,
TP
guys.
Tower.
21 to 9.
Yeah, a lot of denies mixed in there too.
Got him with the snake though.
the
Got him.
Dazzler.
Let's go the Dizzler.
Dude, have you guys ever been to the Sizzler? That place is
That,
actually
I
garbage.
used to
I've never been
love
to
it.
that.
Did you
I
love
used
the
to
Sizzler?
love it. I used to thought the
I loved
salad
it
bar
as a
was
kid
so
too.
great.
Dude, all those like most buffets too, like Golden Corral.
Yeah.
As a kid, you
Oh,
loved it.
God.
But
Dude.
now,
it's like
yeah,
a
you get older,
20-year-old,
you can
yeah.
only go, oh my god, there's like
That-
fingernails in
yeah,
there and
that's
shit, dude. What the
fingernails.
hell? Like, yeah,
Well-
you get older and you're like, oh
Food
my
changes
lord.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing. American might have invented fast food, but fast food is literally better everywhere else.
No.
Yeah. Wait
no,
a minute.
It really
no,
is.
no, it's not.
Y'all need to
Well,
start
okay,
preaching
what's
it
good
now.
fast food? What's good fast food in Sweden?
I'm saying take a chain from
I
here
will.
and open a franchise there, and it will taste better. Subway's better. Burger King's better.
I disagree.
McDonald's in Malaysia was so much better than the
They do have
US.
spicier
I will
chicken
give you-
out
they
there.
have
That's pretty
spicier
good.
chicken.
But the burgers to me tasted about the same. If we're talking, I have a pretty decent fast food palate myself.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
So, yeah.
God.
Quality
You
snake.
guys are
Dude, that's still one of my favorite things. The max snake, like when you get that last hit on a hero, it actually does like 50% HP. Oh, he's in a little bit of a physical. I mean,
Kick
he's
him
dead.
back. I love the style.
Okay, I
This is
probably
what
would
I
give
mean.
that to my dad.
This is the Earth Spirit factor, and you have these two
Ooh.
supports on the side of HappyGuys that can't do anything. What's Rubik gonna do? Run in and lift at level 3 and find a kill with the
That's true.
Medusa?
I think Rubik feels like a middle hero now. Like,
Yeah,
I
so
think
too.
maybe on the Jarex or someone they can make it work, but it actually just feels like a middle hero.
it's-
You need arcane supremacy to
Yeah.
be useful.
It's a 4 or a core, and it leans core. I
Yeah.
think it's like a 70-30.
Like teams are first picking that hero to be a core now.
Exactly.
Like he doesn't really lose lane.
You get like 40% more duration on all your items and spells that you steal. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Your lift is like a 4-second stun. later.
Oh, that was his clarity too. This is again. I don't think Ghosting Mind's dying here. Even if he does, he just like wasted all of the regen on Tiny.
Yeah. He's just trying to slow the hero down. Oh, phase it's Tiny, but with no regen, I'm not sure I'm buying that.
Dude, this Jug is just having a field day.
He
Look at
really
that
is.
farm difference. What are we? Sand King, the top farmer.
What do you want to eat?
Can we go for the
It's
bagels?
early.
What about the bagels that were close by?
We have bagels in here.
But it's different.
I like Panera personally.
I would say Panera. That would be my vote.
Panera's
I think Denny's is like, if you didn't know, we just gotta ask Denny's or Panera. One's like a little like healthier bread, soup kind of shop. Denny's is the true American.
That's a
like,
truck stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all want
Yeah,
to go
dude.
get some food. Like it puts you
Yeah.
to sleep food. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
It's just always
Denny's
open, right?
is like
Yeah.
hangover food.
Yeah.
It's 24/7. You can roll in at 4 in the morning after you get back from the bar.
It's European food. Lacoste loved it. Like me and Jack went to McDonald's 5 days in a row. Lacoste like, I want to go to Denny's. That's good food. I'm like, Lacoste, if you
Sounds
ever
like
say that to me again, I will punch you physically.
Good food at Denny's.
I guess if you're comparing to McDonald's, no, McDonald's hash browns
No,
are still better than
dude,
Denny's.
McDonald's
Yeah.
has gotten a lot better over the years.
I got it. Someone in chat, of course, was like, Americans think they invented fast food. I feel like they did. I looked it up myself here, and it wasn't until 1921 in Wichita, Kansas, that the fast food restaurant was born in the form
it
of the
back.
first White Castle restaurant. So
Whoa.
America did invent fast food.
Did he just kick him into his own dad?
Oh.
No, he gets the shadow. He missed the shadow appeal. Actually, this should still be a kill.
Stormer. Oh, that's Illidan Storm range. My bad.
What do the supports do
Dylan
here?
Stormer.
They don't.
Dylan
They have no
Storms.
damage.
You're
They
right.
don't have any reach. They're just like, hey guys, what's up? Why? Never mind. Like meantime, you got a Jug just free farming.
And he's actually decent for Sand King. He can put out the damage. And
The
doesn't take any.
Romans invented fast food.
Sorry, I'm.
Well, they kind of did, right? Because if you go back to the first turkey leg, that was sold during the Coliseum
What makes
days.
that fast,
I
though?
mean, no, you grab it,
All
you
right,
go, dude.
ballpark.
No, uncooked.
What are you talking about?
Uncooked chicken legs.
Oh, yeah,
fast
that's
food.
safe. Sure.
Okay.
Who invented the chicken
Typical
wing?
American insulting others'
that was
ideas.
that was actually on Reddit, believe it or not. The chicken wings originally were just thrown out, but then this
I
restaurant
just
in
read
the
that. It
40s,
was yesterday, yeah.
they started selling them, and it became a thing because they were
Really?
just they'd sauce the hell out of them, and people love the chicken.
So they
wings.
really sourced that to like one restaurant that
Yeah.
were like, "Hey guys, we're just wasting this shit. Let's eat them."
Yes, exactly.
That's
Because the
incredible.
feathers, right? You don't want to eat the feathers.
It was, it was really
There's no
cheap meat.
vitamins in those?
Now it's
Oh.
expensive now because you only
It
can
is.
have so many wings. You know,
People
There's-
love chicken wings. Actually, that's a true redemption story.
Bro,
that-
do you know
It's
how
like lobster.
you think about food production in the U.S. just
No.
the world, but just the U.S. Like, you know how many chickens we go through?
That's a
It's like
shitload.
100 billion a year.
100 billion?
Yes,
I
How
feel
many
that's
chickens
a
stay
lot.
in China?
astronomical
It's gotta be
numbers
a
of chickens are consumed.
Okay.
dumb amount of chicken.
1 second. Are the odds of chicken wings running out? Dude, Happy Guys has the gold lead right now. I was gonna ask, what are the odds?
Beautiful segue, Grant.
What are the odds of Happy Guys winning? Because they're actually up in gold. They have
They're not
the
gonna
Medusa.
win, dude.
Why not? Okay, so why can't they win?
Because NoPango is a better team.
Okay.
Because the 3, 4, 5 and like the Tiny of NoPango. Every hero on NoPango needs gold to scale and damage, and experience like is irrelevant for everyone but Tiny. Whereas on NoPango, the Jug, the Nyx, the Dazzle, they're gonna hit these natural timings that they just
Oh, that
scale up
snake.
in damage.
Oh,
Dude, this is a
Misses
bad fight
both.
for them. I'm pretty sure Happy Guys wants
and
this
that's the
fight.
downside to Earth Spirit right then and there. When you unfortunately miss
Look-
the roll.
Look, but this is the thing. Look top. What do we got? Not there. Up more. Up.
we've
There
got
you go.
Tiny
This guy.
farming.
Now look
Yeah.
bottom. Where's Jug? What's he doing?
But this
oh,
guy only
snap.
buys wards. I don't think the coddle farming is a big deal.
It is. The point is they lose a support, but they're gaining an
Kyle,
extra
I
creep
feel
wave.
you
It's
you
worse.
take you
You're-
take the
you're looking
human
for
you
positives.
take the human interaction out of Dota. You think if a team's ahead, they'll always win, but there is human, right? A person can make a mistake. Earth Spirit rolling in, that's a mistake. And I feel in this game, Earth Spirit, Dazzle, and Nyx can make a lot of human errors,
But
and they will lose.
I don't consider
They
that
won't,
like
but-
a mistake as much as it's just a baseline play because you're winning creep waves bottom and your Jug is pressuring tower. He killed 2 creep waves. That's worth your death.
Okay. I think if they had someone farming, I honestly don't think coddle farming top means anything. They have Stormer farming. Like if he gets a quick, if he actually rotates, if Tiny gets a blink and actually rotates, I think they have a very good shot. I'm nervous after last game, right? Because he didn't want to get involved. But if he gets involved this game, I think they have a decent chance with Medusa.
How do they-
Medusa's ownage.
How do they kill the jug though?
How you don't? You just hope your Medusa out 6 slots. I don't know. And it's definitely gonna be tough.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
Oh, he thought about ulting, and he will.
See ya, Boogie.
He will have to be carry in the late game if it does get the late game for the jug. He's got to be careful with the Blade Fury usage. He's only got one of it, and you have stuff like Fate's Edict on the other side, which can take you out of a fight nearly
Does Fate's
entirely.
Edict ruin his ulti or no?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Ooh, good
The
question.
new one, because I know the new one works differently too.
It might.
I think it should. I haven't seen it specifically.
That would be.
but
I hope
What?
we see it.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Does it just straight up stop the ultimate, or he just
No,
moves
he-
around,
he
does
attacks
nothing?
no
Your,
damage,
your
I think,
Omni
yeah.
is now no longer like
'Cause
raw
damage
damage
type
amounts.
is- yeah.
It's just auto attacks for a duration.
Yeah.
So if you're disarmed, theoretically, it could be a thing.
I don't know. That's one of those things I wish I tested before. I hate when I go to an event and like I sound dumb, even though like I don't mean. I just want to learn.
There's just a lot of questions about
I
the
hate to
game
break
and
it to you,
mechanics,
Grant,
of course.
but you kind of always sound dumb.
Yeah, I know.
That's why your fans
That's
love
kind
you,
of my
though.
thing. Yeah.
hate to break it to you, but you are dumb.
I hate to break it to you, dumbass, but you dumb. I mean, I'm fine with that. I think the thing is there can't be smart people without dumb people, right?
That's true.
It's all relative. That's a fair point.
Who's the smart person on this panel?
I mean, that's the problem. I think it's me. I'm just kidding. I think that's the problem here,
It
boys.
debuffs on cast now. Is that what I'm reading? I'm looking at the chat. They're hooking us
What?
up with some answers. Dispel on Omni Slash. So
Yeah,
there's
I
Omni
figured-
dispels.
I figured,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
should at
Thanks,
least
guys.
do a
Thanks,
soft
boys. We
dispel.
got it.
That's a
Appreciate
good
it.
thing. You know, chat, you
Perfect.
can really be a piece of shit, but when you want, you can really be good.
It's funny that the one guy who knows it usually comes forward and is like, it's actually this. And then suddenly everyone's like, yeah, dumbasses, it's that.
Well, it's the value of crowdsourcing. You know, if there's a couple thousand people in chat, chances are one of them knows that specific
of
mechanic,
course.
right?
Yeah, so they're a great little
Dude,
resource to
Stormstormer
have.
could
It's
buy a
obvious
blink
to
now.
that one person.
Kicks him away.
Dude, that's the problem. The new stun, he just can't toss. I actually hate the new. He doesn't have mana either, but he
Hey,
didn't buy his blink.
Why is it even a bottle? What is this? I hate watching people play with empty item slots. Buy bracers. Buy something.
Get your blink at least, especially right here.
Get some branches.
Yeah, you're right. This Jug, he's gonna have a 15-minute battle fury, and this guy. No one
They
can slow him
can't
down.
even cancel spin TP this game. He's just gonna farm. Like Medusa theoretically could get huge, but after watching him play last game, I think it's more likely he just RRs the entire game, misses a couple critical team fights, walks in and dies to Omni Slash in about 25 minutes, and that's it.
Well, to be fair, they changed it up a little, right? Like Illidan's on the guy who played middle, who you want to RR, and Stormstorm needs to be the ganker. Maybe they'll switch. We still haven't seen the Tiny. He ganked bottom with no mana. He needs mana item. Ugh. Triple null Tiny.
Oh my.
He's going
God,
Shadow Blade.
Why no bottle?
Isn't this just exactly what you would expect to happen? You're just running around with clarities on, and you're still constantly out of mana. I mean,
Yes,
this is-
it's exactly what you'd expect.
What
to
does
happen.
RR mean? I was kind of curious. Some people are asking, is it not
There-
rest and
there-
relax?
No,
or-
there's two different ones. We'll go with the PC one. It's Rage Rice. Like you're ricing. You're just.
I've never heard
hardcore.
non-PC one?
What? I can't say it. Obviously.
Oh, never mind. I get it.
No, it literally just means you're gonna farm. That's
Yeah.
it. And usually it was used in pubs. Like you just typed RR because you could have won a fight if you TP'd, but he's just mad at his team and he's farming.
The thing is,
I feel dumb saying rest and relax.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you were on about.
I'm
I was
getting
like,
some
what?
old R&R.
It's,
Hold
it's
on,
like
hold on.
we've all experienced in our pubs. It's like when your carry player is like, "You guys are dumb. I'm not fighting. I'm just farming," and then
Yeah.
he just literally sits there and farms and
Yes.
refuses to do anything.
Dude, this Willow. Dude, they didn't kill the Oracle before he got an ult off though.
Oh,
they
no.
split their victims. Can they get anyone? This is a weird fight. Oh, look
very
who's
spread
here.
out.
I don't know what
Keep
he
it
does.
going. He
but-
keeps the magnetize alive, baby.
you see this?
Refresh
this
it.
shit, like,
Stormstormer's dead.
Blast.
Dude.
Woo.
One
Yeah,
for one.
like, didn't have any of the Earth Spirit.
Nice mana burn before he could live.
Oh, finding
Ghost Stick's
into
gonna
the
live
shrine.
too. Good, good carapace there.
And there's Juju on the beat.
Dazzle not yet level 10, so he doesn't hit that hard, but he does have the maxed out poison and those little necro books.
I remember when this is another thing, right? Dazzle, when he first came out with the new poison, everyone thought it was bad. And it really didn't get buffed. People just are like, oh, it is good.
It actually does.
That's one of
a
those
lot
one
of damage.
skills that people just thought was bad. And one
Yeah.
person
Dude.
did it, and
It-
they're like, oh.
It was a great couple weeks of pubs right there. Just picking Dazzle, you're hitting people, and they don't.
Yeah.
They're, why am I taking so much damage? They pick
Yeah.
Axe, and he's just dying at level 2 to the poison. Oh,
People underestimate, like, it's because the minus armor. It's first off a ton of raw physical damage, and because of the changes to minus armor, because Dazzle, by the way, another hero with the free ability.
Yep.
Because your weave is now just like passive, and oh hey, here take 30% CDR, because why not?
Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are
Well,
fortified.
5-7. NoPango. They actually lost the goal advantage, but after his tower, they'll gain it back. And there it is. And
Radiant's
Because
bottom
I just don't
tower
think
has
Nyx
fallen.
Earthsphere like need gold. They're completely XP dependent on skills.
don't you feel
right?
they should be like doing something more on the map
Dyer's
though?
middle tower
Like, it doesn't feel
is
like
under
they started that one fight bottom. They didn't really get anything. You don't think they're on a timer at all? You just think NoPango?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like they can throw, they could lose. Like
They
don't get me
can
wrong,
rest
but
and recuperate.
Yes, the
Right?
RR.
Dyer's
The
structures
RR.
are fortified.
Jug's
Oh,
got a
God.
Battle Fury.
And they have stacks for him. That's the biggest thing. When you're a Jug and you're like,
Dyer's
I never
middle
asked
tower
for
is
stacks,
under
but they're
attack.
there. You're like, cool. But if they get stolen by Medusa, you're in a big problem.
I mean, I think you're right, Grant, that they could be on a timer, but it's a long window. I
Wait,
think
what
they're
is
going to try to
this?
hit this like 20-minute timing.
Because you have a Nyx, right, against the Medusa.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you're
what a
never
stun.
Super sad.
Dude, the stun kept him in the Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
It pulled him in again.
That was so
Oh,
sick.
yeah,
The slow.
The synergy is real.
He's gonna no mana. That's the only problem. But
Oh,
Storm
Tiny's
Stormer.
ready, dude. There's the
kill.
combo.
Boom.
Oh,
Deleted.
Radiant's
They're
middle
cleaning
tower
up. They're
is under
scrapping.
attack.
They're wiping the fork on the plate and cleaning it off.
Uh-oh. Here's the knife. Yo, has that Illuminate always been like that? The horses actually run, or is that a cosmetic?
That's a cosmetic. The
Okay.
horses.
Dude, that's sick. They're actually running. I've never really. I play on a 60
It's
hertz
very,
monitor,
you know, that what's that movie intro that has all the horses running? That's what makes me think of.
Radiant's middle tower
It's like
Oh,
some
yeah.
movie studio
It's
intro.
like Miramax or something.
Yeah, some shit like that. Very majestic.
Radiant's middle tower has been
What would you guys?
denied.
What do you think the
Are
most
scanning.
delicious animal we don't eat is? Like,
Uh,
do you think
regularly?
dogs taste good? Like, I'm not gonna eat one personally, but like,
Probably not. I don't think dogs have that much meat on them.
what about like
depends
a
on
husky?
the type.
Yeah. I don't know. I think horse. You guys have had horse, right? Isn't
I've
IKEA
had
sell
zebra.
it? Zebra? Is that good?
I've had
It
bear.
was interesting, pretty gamey. I've had a lot of weird meats because of all the traveling, and I like to like go food exploring. But
Yeah.
one of the best weird things I ate was at this. It was literally like it was made like an old school like a game. Like not what is it called?
Is he dead?
Like an old school tavern.
He's dead. He's getting smacked. He's getting blinding
He's
lighted.
done.
Bump back.
Yeah,
He's
he's done.
done.
Beaver stew was
Beaver?
delicious.
Beaver
Yes.
stew.
Somebody in the chat said turtle. You think turtle tastes any good?
Well, I bet it does.
They
I
had
ate
turtle in
small
China.
beef.
If you don't eat beaver, you got to give it a try.
Get the hell out of here.
No,
They had
You know no one out there knows what that is.
they had turtle soup at the Super Major. It was like a big thing at the buffet every day at
Wait,
7
but was it
p.m.
Turtle
soup?
soup?
Or was
That's
there
not
actual-
okay.
Soup
That's-
with turtle
I don't-
meat in it. I thought it had
What's
turtles
wrong
swimming
with
in the
that?
soup.
That
but
You're
makes me
cool
s-
killing
I don't
cows,
know.
but not turtles?
Yeah,
it's
I
like
don't
a
know.
traditional thing.
Dude,
I didn't
would
try
eat
it.
I
Turtles
just-
are
it has to be
endangered.
good.
Dyer's top
I don't
tower
know.
Like, you
What's so
take
good
that
about
shell
turtles,
Like,
dude?
why do you think they have the shell? To protect that succulent meat. Like, you know I'm peeling that shit. No, I'm just kidding. Love
God
turtles.
damn.
I love turtles. Like, my favorite part of the zoo is, like, the amphibian, like, the turtles, the frogs, that whole place. I love
Yeah.
those.
I honestly can't defend turtles without,
Dyer's
talking down on like
Turtles?
chickens and cows and everything else. So
Turtles.
it's tough. Yeah, I feel bad. They're little. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, but so's all the other animals we eat in a way. So
Octopus
Sorry.
isn't that weird. I know a lot of people eat octopus.
No,
but
because
it
calamari,
has-
right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
calamari's
But
pretty
it has
popular.
that like an octopus tentacle.
Calamari is squid.
It has yeah.
Same
He's right.
family
No, it's
ish.
different.
Squid and
though.
octopi are the same.
No, they're
They are
not.
not. They are so not.
Yeah,
dude.
one has ink. They're gonna go in here though. Will he somehow live this Will-O-Wisp? Dude, they can't go into the fight. Look at it.
It's a sick will-o-wisp.
It will
Ghost
finally
still
go
died,
down.
though.
Damn, you get a lot of gold for killing it. Wait, they get a
Oh.
kill and the Will-O-Wisp?
They're gonna get two.
Yikes.
He's gonna get
Gotcha.
caught by the fortune's end, dude. He's done.
But Boogie doesn't have a
Fine.
stun.
Get
That
off
is a
my
problem.
back.
He doesn't have a roll for 3. Please. Why does he not attack him? Huh.
Nice blink from Boogie.
Nice. They're just trying to block the rollout. Smart play. Dude, that's not bad. 2 for 0. The Will-O-Wisp like counts as a hero kill. It's 200 gold for
Radiant's
Illidan.
top tower
But
is
you
under
got this
attack.
guy. This is the main man right here. He hasn't been involved in
Big
fights.
kill.
Is he dead?
Big kill.
Ho, ho!
damn.
HG are bringing it back,
GG.
dude.
All right, we need to be equal opportunity here. What do you think is a crazy vegetable out there that probably tastes bad or tastes good?
Oh, there's a whole bunch of fucked up vegetables you've never
Dude,
heard of out
okay,
there.
dandelions. Now people say if
Yeah.
you actually make what you wanted an
true.
underrated
You
one.
can eat them.
Dandelion
The ones you
soup-
blow?
Yeah,
Do you just like
I
put the
don't
whole
know,
thing in
not
your
the-
mouth and eat all the
Not
little?
you want it when it's still yellow, like a true sunflower. But
Oh,
it's the
okay.
dandelion and like, dude, I used to eat those just straight up, and I thought they were fine. If you cooked them in something fancy,
Yeah.
that's good. Will they find this guy? It's a 4v2 gang, but he doesn't put a boulder in that. Whoops, see, a boogie's gone. I don't know why. Okay, they're fine though. No,
Wheatgrass was underwhelming. I
What
bought
was?
wheatgrass once, like a little patch, and you,
Yeah.
you blend it.
Lemongrass
It's
tea.
just grass.
Big thing in
grass.
Asia. It's really good.
Lemongrass. Okay. That's
Isn't
something
that usually in tea and stuff?
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you eat it? Okay. I'm not a big tea guy.
It's all right. Can't hate it. Just don't really always go for
When
it.
I was
guess.
really sick at MDL, I had to drink tea with
Yeah.
the honey because I was like, I don't know what happened that day.
I actually like spinach
Dude,
a lot.
how
It's my
about
favorite
the
vegetable.
land flu? I can't remember who was talking about. Somebody caught Fogged. I think was patient
Fog's
zero.
sick every event.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
probably
Fog
him.
needs
He-
to eat glue and shit. Like
Fog,
that will
yeah,
help
I don't
your
know what happened to
internal-
him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm with Grant on this one. When I was a kid, it's like you eat dirt, you ate sand, and my immune system
built
just
it.
we
grew.
really didn't. That is not
fortified.
normal.
Yes,
well, I
it
never get
is.
sick, so
I
I
never
mean,
get sick except that
I don't
one
know what a
time.
land flu
How
is.
old are we talking about? How,
Like,
what are you,
21,
12 years
22.
old?
Whatever age to be in the sandbox,
Yeah,
dude.
12, but switch the numbers around. Yeah.
Like, I can see it when you're 4.
Dude, Stormstormer, if he doesn't get killed here, I was about to say he's owning. He might still survive, but he's got Blink, Shadow Blade. He actually does a ton of damage.
he's
got
good.
He killed Slayer as well.
That dust did hit him.
Oh, the
Oh,
Purge won't
nice.
matter, but still out. Dude,
Oh,
I
he
don't
got
know.
hit with the man.
He's playing a lot
Disengaged.
better this game. He's going for another, but he can't do the toss back to the mana.
The hero's not
Do you
the
guys see
same.
Earth Spirit stutter stepping? Is that a bug or is that like intended? What's happening?
I don't know. This is the big. Oh, he
Oh,
steals.
shit.
There's going to be a grave. Will this ulti do enough? Stormstormer. He'll get spun on. He's going to die. Can they find the others? Oh,
Oh, the
Abramush.
tree cut doesn't
He
get him.
will
off.
hit a little bit of damage. He goes down.
Still
Illidan might
pops.
die, and this might be the
Nice.
big
Just
throw.
dead.
4 for 0.
Dude.
That's Juggernaut, right?
Yeah,
First
it's
fight
not-
he came to.
There's no sustained damage on the side of Happy Guys. So like you
Yeah.
see, you feel good about this fight, and you're chasing for more, but you don't realize that you literally have no damage
Until your
once your
Medusa
spells are down.
has items.
Click on the Dazzle. Does he have a mech now?
No.
Yeah.
It's so
Arcade
good.
mech.
Your CDR. Like all you do, you go puzzle Necrobug
Radiant's
Greaves,
middle tower
which is
has
what he's gonna do,
Yep.
and you have a 20-second cooldown on your Greaves.
Yeah,
you actually
and-
have to be careful not to use them too quickly because
Well-
of the 25-second.
Yeah.
What's it called? thing.
Exactly.
Bad Juju.
No, you
No,
can't.
like the
There's a
cooldown.
mech debuff that
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah,
can't
that.
be
Yeah, that's
healed
what
by
you're
it
talking
again.
about. Yeah, that's what.
But I think the CDR affects it, doesn't it? It also brings it
No.
down compared to normal. It's always 25 seconds?
It's always because that's on allies.
Oh,
Allies
it's
can't do
allies.
zeros.
Right. Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
Dakota, what are you giggling at?
That's because someone in chat's like, kids tend to eat sand and dirt because they have an iron deficiency.
That's why I ate it. That's what I'm gonna say. Well, they're going to move forward. They get the 1 kill. They're going to find another, possibly. No, there's going to be an ulti by Medusa. He's just running in. Will he steal this Roche? He can't look at it.
Oh,
and Boogie
Radiant.
steals it. They get both. And they're going to kill the Jug. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, the counter throw. It's right back.
That was the gold, and you wish the Aegis was on Medusa. That actually might be game-changing. They steal it, though, which is big. But it's on Sand King now.
Well, maybe another counter kill back the other way. A lot of reinforcements from the low ground. HG are hungry for more.
They're so stacked.
Okay, that's
Oh, my.
a dead Dazzle, dead Rube, or a
Yeah, dead Ruben.
Juggernaut,
What's
rather.
Why are they still here?
Oh!
That is Rubik.
It was you right.
I was right.
The
Willow
Ignis
Wisp.
fatty.
Can they do anything? They got to kill Illidan here. You really... Oh, my God, another ulti.
No.
Dude, Stormstormer doesn't have mana, but he's just, like, right-clicking people. Like, he actually
He's just
doesn't have
running
mana.
it. Does he have any mana regen items at
I
all?
don't think... Look at this. Oh, Illidan.
Just kidding. Got the clarity.
Dire's top
What a
tower
ridiculous
is under
swing of
attack.
events.
All right.
Dude,
We got a
I
game.
love what Illidan did. He just popped ulti, went into Roche. The Juggernaut, even when spinning right, has to look away from Roche, or else he'll just get
Yep.
frozen. Like, that was just a really smart play by Illidan. He was
I'm
coaching.
just-
yeah,
The
last
problem
game.
here is that you're all in on the Dusa.
Yeah.
There's a Midas on the Nyx, and the Dazzle will scale because of the CDR and the spam ancient farming.
Yeah.
Tiny, when you go Shadowblade Blink and no mana regen buildup, like he will fall off. He's not actually farming creeps ever. He's just running around.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
he's all in on it. He's with it, right?
Yeah.
He's like, Medusa, please. I'm actually owning right now, which he is. He's 7-2-5. Oh, they have a sentry there, buddy, and an observer, so they know he's here.
Yeah. The
Were you just talking about the Echo Saber grab or just Tiny in general?
Tiny in general.
I mean, do you think the Echo Saber then is a good investment to go for? I mean, or do you think that we're past the snowbally phase of something like a Echo Saber? I mean, or I guess just the investment in getting the hefty burst could lead to free kills on the Coddle, maybe burst someone down before Dazzle can get out of clutch grave.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, you're right. It's Tiny. If he like kills the Coddle just straight up before the fight and he dies, I think that's worth it, right? If you trade Tiny 1-for-1 with like a big team fighter, he's your core, but I think it's almost worth it. I don't know. I really just think that Medusa can't get caught out once. If Medusa gets caught out once, the game is over. Like, there's so much more room for error on NoPango here. But one error from Medusa, the game's actually over. This Jug will just take your barracks. And they're going to go in on the Medusa. Is this the one? Oh, he has a BKB. Hit the Will-O-Wisp, please, because it cleaves everyone. Thank you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, my. They are actually just throwing, it looks like. Not throwing,
Whoa.
but they're getting owned.
Win and
Nice
Boogie.
tossing.
Stuns
Oh,
there. And then
whoa.
timeout is called on the field.
Question mark.
Lag.
I mean, I don't think it matters. He already got stunned, so they're probably not too mad.
All right, guys, quick, get that Panera order
Well,
in
did they have
now.
a menu or
Panera
what?
bread. I don't
I got
know.
it.
I think
give it what I
yours
got.
sounded good.
Give
Your
it-
phone
it
has
was
the
good.
ability.
I can
Chipotle chicken
It's
sandwich.
just
Some nerd shit.
avocado,
What?
chicken, some cheese, panini pressed.
Wait,
It's
it has
cool.
all that? Oh, wait, hold on.
Yo,
a
they
second.
still have the chili bowl, right? Where it's like in the loaf of sourdough.
I'm gonna be a
the
copy
chili's in
stamp.
it.
That sounds good.
No, because last time I went, they said it's seasonal. Oh, those if they took it, it's summer though. Oh, they want more. Damn, they're gonna
Okay,
find it
okay.
too.
Does
And
anybody
they
else
do.
see this stutter stepping on certain heroes? Like, is this a new animation? Is it a bug?
I think it might be a bug because
like Earthspirit and Sand King are both like they're
Yeah.
like.
But is it just visual, or
I
are
think
they
it's
actually
visual
doing
because
that?
Mirana has a weird thing where even when she's full HP, her mount will go into low HP mode and look like it's like crawling around the map, even though it's not. I think it's just a visual bug.
Okay.
This is great. I love when I have strong opinions that turn out wrong. It's just beautiful because you know that it just means Dota is a very diverse, complex game, and even
gotta-
the experts.
Yeah, you
Could
got to
be wrong.
bring up those points.
Yeah.
Good conversational pieces to find out whether what is the truth.
I just feel like whenever I like taking strong stances because if I'm right, you know, it's like told you, and if I'm wrong, then like you know, it's an opportunity to get flamed. And
Yeah, like for the first game when you said there's no chance they'd lose that game and then Alliance lost, or this game when
Yeah.
you said they had no chance and I was like, "Are you sure?" And you're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah,
there you
I
go.
feel
So
you.
it works out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Like, you want to be really right or really wrong. You don't want to be one of those cowards that, like, toes the line, like, ooh, both teams could really have a chance of winning this.
You
game.
wouldn't
It's gonna
want to
come
be
down to who
agnostic
plays
now.
better."
1 foot on each base.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
I don't
you're-
really know.
Unless you're like the moderator, maybe.
yeah.
Whoa.
If you're Anderson Cooper, or whatever. No, I like that word coward. Though. Coward's
much.
a good. No, it's my favorite. Well, they're gonna find out. My 2 favorite insults now. I finally watched King of the Hill again. And in the very first episode, when he calls like that the skinny social, he just calls him Twig Boy, and I don't know why I've been using that a lot now.
Twig boy.
Twig Boy.
That's a great
I'm
American
sorry, that's just
insult.
funny. Yeah,
You're
just
skinny,
Twig
you
Boy.
idiot.
Yeah, you Twig Boy. Oh, they double dust. Are they even gonna find him? Nice stun.
This dumbass is
should.
even fat.
I hope they find him. Oh, on the back, ulti's gonna. Oh no! It is gonna destroy his whole mana.
Wait,
He
he's
doesn't have
killing
Aegis.
Medusa?
Is Oracle there?
He is. No.
He already
yeah,
popped
There's
the
the
ulti.
stolen
There's
Omni,
stolen
though.
Omni.
Look how slow it is.
Tower is under attack.
Doesn't do that much. Dazzle
Grave
gets off the
versus Oracle.
grave.
Dude, Grave versus Oracle's hype.
He's going to be able to go down.
The Will-O-Wisp.
The Fortress!
Very nice.
Tiny going to
setup
get dropped
there.
next, it looks like. Gets off a toss. Goes invisible, but Juggle spin him down.
Dude, you either have to commit to the Will-O-Wisp or not. One of them attacked it, one of them didn't. Either run or commit fully.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Afromoosh, they're going to get cleaned up here. I think Cinderin, not
Nice.
going to be able to CP.
Nice quelling blade downing that tree.
I can't believe Medusa made out. I thought that Will-O-Wisp was so perfect. That was
Radiant's
really well
top
played.
tower
I think
is under attack.
he's playing it right. You have to wait for Will-O-Wisp after the BKB of Medusa. You actually cannot put it down. It will be a waste.
Look at Naive's movement, though. It's
Yeah.
so sick. He's actually such a smooth carry player. Like, not just farms efficiently, but the way he positions around the map, like doing his job, target selection. He just does the little things.
Why do you think he? Do you think he was not good when we were actually at Epicenter, right? The major. He was on Empire, and a lot of people called him the weakest player. Do you think he just improved his player? What happened?
I
Because he
didn't
did
think
look
he-
a little weak back then.
I think that all Empire is just like not very good though. It's
Yeah.
hard to look good as a carry if your team isn't,
Okay.
because you're kind of forced to play around like what your guys are doing around the map. And sometimes if you're just farming and they're just feeding, you just kind of look dumb.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't
you're still doing your job?
was Ghostic on that team, or those two, the two that came out of that? I thought he was on that
Yeah.
Empire. Yeah. Those.
What
two.
was the old Nisha team?
Oh,
Oh, that was
Kingwin.
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 Yeah.
And I don't know, that team.
Maybe
They
that
just-
team
they
in
just,
a,
like,
in a, in
gave
a way.
up.
That was the
team-
Polish squad. That was like
Yeah.
Exotic Deer and
Nisha, the
couple other.
Patos.
The Greek squad, right?
No,
No,
they were
no,
Polish.
they were
Greek
Polish.
squad was
All
at
Polish.
Venom.
Adfin,
all-
that's right,
yeah.
too.
Dude, I like those all. nationality
Kaiser
squads,
and all them.
honestly.
Yeah.
I
Of
don't know.
course you do, Grant.
I thought Exotic Deer would actually be the one to transition off of that Kingwin team.
What?
More than Nisha.
You're high.
Well, maybe.
I thought Exotic Beer was better than Nisha for the first couple of years they played, and then
Yeah.
like near the end though, you kind of saw you're like, this guy's just better than everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Nisha
I
definitely pulled
agree at
ahead,
the
but there was a
beginning,
window where
though.
They
Exotic
would-
Deer like carried them through games.
I agree.
No, I strongly disagree. He
I
played
do,
a really nice
and I'm
Furion, but
Well.
like there were games they would.
This was like
first
2
two
years
Medusa,
ago.
they would first two Medusa tied and automatically win because Nisha. They would go Medusa Ogre and Nisha would carry every single time. Like, I don't know. Where is Exotic Deer, huh?
No, hey,
He's
you're
playing with
right
the
now. I'm saying back then.
Oh,
he was
wow.
hot when Nisha was cold, then they switched, and now where's the Deer? I don't know.
That is sad. That team's just kind of gone, right? All 4 of those players.
Yeah.
They kind of disappeared.
Nisha
Just like
left
at
them
Venom,
behind,
right?
and they were
At-
like, fuck.
At Venom's the same. You just have like these miracle runs, and then you never. It's like chasing the dragon. You just never find it again.
Now some of them are in Southeast Asia playing, right?
Yep, they are. I believe. At least they were. I don't know. They might have got kicked off that Clutch Gamers team. I'm not sure. Well, they're roll 4. He's just running. Whatever. Oh, see ya.
Well, painful death.
Damn,
Got him.
is he really that tanky, or do they just not have
Look
damage?
at, look at the net worth on Tiny. This is the concern. It's literally Medusa versus the world, and the Dazzle minus armor is going to start adding up, especially when you consider they've got Greaves and a Midas on Nyx. Because Medusa is one of the easiest heroes to reduce damage output on. Until the Rapier comes out, you're really not that strong unless you're ahead of the game, and he's not.
Are you not worried? Isn't like Dire the same way? Like, do you see how long it took him to kill that Tiny? Like, without Jug there, they don't
Yeah,
do
but
damage.
they're going to
either.
ignore time. All they have to do is kill Dusa.
Okay.
And you're going to have MKB on the Jug
So-
pretty soon.
I mean, the
So
Jug
the-
is all their damage.
Are you saying this game's like on Cinder normal? Like, I think if he gets a good ulti up on the Dusa, they
That's
just
true.
win. I don't know, his positioning. He's got 9 urn charges, Cinderin, baby. Use a couple of urn charges. Who was it? It was Nusham. In an NA qualifier 2 years ago, 17 urn charges. Was it with you? No, I don't think it was with Kyle. I think you were playing, and I was like, what the hell is this guy doing?
I would not have allowed that on my team.
I think
would've
the
paused
max you
game.
should have, honestly, is like 6 at the max. I don't even
Yeah.
think you should have 6.
No.
Like, you should be using 2 a fight almost, and they have had fights.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to all of our new subscribers. I see a lot of people in there giving our subscribers a lot of shit. You know, come on, guys.
Radiant
Yeah.
are scared.
Why,
Yeah,
why
Come on, guys.
You know what?
BTS
And I
stuff.
agree.
That's all I can
You
say.
should tell them, why in the hell are you subscribing to BTS? You should donate that $5 to Wikipedia.
Or you do sub to BTS and you get my face.
You're getting free
Right,
content
Dakota?
here, baby.
Yeah,
you
oh,
get
they're
Grant's face.
going in. Can they bring anyone down? They're both super low, but the Will-O-Wisp hits there, but the BKB's going to get popped up. He's going to get ulti on the back. It's going to be an instant ulti from Cinder, and though no one's died yet. Will Aftermoose be the first one? No, Hazayules, he's spinning on him, though. Illidan just cleaving him down. Another Will-O-Wisp on the back. Will it be enough, though? They're trying to bring it down. Illidan gets
Boogie.
the kill. Stormer is bopping, kids.
5
That's
for
5
0?
for nil? Are you kidding me?
And like only Grant said, they had a chance this game. Other people doubted. But I watch a little bit of Dota, Kyle. Maybe you don't. Like you see the interactions between players, games, everyone.
And if you saw a choppy slideshow, that means you didn't subscribe. So sucks to be you. Subscribe today to see the lag-free stream. Nah, just kidding. That was some sort of blip. But regardless, that means a follow-up now for Happy Guys. And unfortunately, not a best of 3. Otherwise, this is looking like a Game 3 opportunity.
I think they have to take a Rax, I believe, off of this Aegis. Not right away. Like, you have the full time, but I think you actually have to go high ground with this Aegis.
I think you might have been a little bit right there, Grant. The Jug is so much of their damage. If he's not just whomping on somebody, it feels like they can't kill anything. He spent a lot of that fight just trying to survive after his ulti went off.
Is it? I feel Cinderin used his ulti way too early. I mean, they won the 5-5-0. I shouldn't be. I kind of pig on it because he used it right when the Jug ulted. Medusa's not going to die to a Jug ulti.
No.
Like, there's no need to do. Like, if you're purging off a stun or a slow maybe, but he didn't.
I feel like it might have an interaction because you still maintain your mana pool, right? And I feel
you're
like
right. You
I-
save
you
your
know what I mean?
EHP. Yeah.
Like I feel like it's just got to be because you preserve the mana too, right?
I believe so. It doesn't actually take from your mana shield.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
you're not really taking the damage yet. And I feel like the way that's calculated has got to be funky because it was the same with Oracle Kunkka in the past where you could like
Oh, the
armlet
bones
toggle.
and armlet,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I don't know how the hell that works, but
That's
I'm
a
sure
good
it's
one.
something weird.
You're right. If it actually saves mana, it's a great play.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, it's an awful play. But yeah. But I think Cinderin's a smart guy. He's one of those guys who will. I mean, he wears socks and sandals,
Yeah.
but he will
Cuts
study.
pizza with a fork and knife.
He's
I'm
done
sure.
the math, I'm sure.
Dude, I still can't leave TI2. Just socks and sandals. I'm like, what is going
I-
on here?
I don't know, dude.
I mean, he thinks that's fine and goes out in public and lives his life. That's
He's
fine.
not a fashionista. That's.
I mean, neither am I, so I don't know why. I'm like, oh, is this just instant Coddle kill, man? Like, I honestly think if Stormstormer kills Coddle, he does his job. I would take a 1-for-1 trade. Coddle dying versus Tiny, even though he's a core. Coddle's that important.
I mean, at this moment, I mean, that's the one downside to like how he's being built up now is like he's a lot of him is his ulti.
Yeah.
Take him out, then
And
no
it's
ulti.
true. He is like, he is just his ulti, it feels like, at this point in the game. Like, what does his blast do? You don't even see it.
Well, if you manage to charge it for the full 5 seconds, it may do some damage.
Maybe. Unless they have a pipe. They
I think
don't. but-
Synderin would look good with a nice
Radiant's courier
burgundy
has been
suit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a
Everyone looks good in a burgundy.
dude, that's
suit.
that's a satanic, isn't it?
Yeah, looked like it.
Oh, he didn't have the Reaver yet, but he was going to. So
The
yeah,
mask and the
that's
blade.
going to delay it 3 more minutes on that satanic.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, good
That's
sign.
something.
You actually go Rapier next, right? After the satanic,
yeah,
I feel. I mean,
For
either
sure.
that or
Or MKB
Daedalus or
maybe.
MKB. Yeah, one of those two.
I'm surprised he didn't get a Scotty this game.
He has a butterfly. I think.
Oh, actually, you know what? It's good because you don't want to actually have too high of a mana pool because then you
Whoa.
just feed to Nyx.
Ghost.
So that makes sense. I like this. Did he get the mana talent on Deuce at level 20?
I think everyone still
Yeah,
does,
you
right?
got to, I suppose. Because it also doesn't increase your intelligence, so it doesn't increase the amount of mana burned. It just gives you a bigger pool.
Bigger pool. That's nice.
Oh, okay.
That's something to learn.
Yeah.
That's key.
Dude, it actually just feels like they can't team fight anymore, right? That's the problem. You have a Nyx and a Coddle, and besides Coddle's ulti, like, it doesn't feel like it's team fight anymore. Like, it used to be, right, you'd get blinding lights and blasts every 5 seconds because you can move and cast.
Yeah.
Now without Coddle being able to move and cast, it's like,
Yep.
Will-O-Wisp, I'm me.
It feels if it was a harder carry, like if they had a PL,
Yeah,
like something
for
that
sure.
just matched the Dusa and could benefit from all the support and lockdown that his team possessed, you'd be in a better spot. But when Jug just like has his ult down, he just what now? Like he doesn't do the damage anymore.
Yeah. At least we're seeing the power of Oracle. That's one of those heroes I actually don't mind seeing more. I
Yeah.
think we might. I think
I think it's
Europe,
really
Europe
underrated.
and
Oh.
CIS actually do play it quite a bit. NA does not. NA just
That's because the
doesn't.
NA supports like I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna flame. The tier 2 NA supports are questionable.
And the thing is, even like say like right the J Storm team, their first seed, the major March isn't ever gonna play that hero.
No.
Like they just don't play it.
What do you think it is? My theory, I guess, would be that he just has a lot of unique interactions, and there are other
You have to learn
options
it.
that are more cut and dry
Well,
of what you can do.
They're just not
I agree.
versatile. Like March, I think has like as a hero puddle. There's got like 4 or 5 heroes. They all effectively do the same thing.
Whoa, a nut ghost stick, baby. You
Back
can't
to
just
back.
keep doing
Like,
that.
I blame Bulba because he's effectively created this ecosystem where it's like in NA, you just play a puddle of heroes and you do them really well. Whereas like the good teams, you know, they have a bunch of different play styles and roles they can fill in. Like look at Liquid, right? You have no idea what the hell they're doing when they pick anything.
All right, before we go further, you're not casting with Bulldog anymore. If you say puddle one more time,
What's
I'm
a-
gonna stick
that's
my
a
foot
hero
up your puddle.
I think it's where you hero pool, hero puddle. It makes sense.
No, it does not. This is like your. Never mind. This is any of your sayings. I was gonna like bring some up. I'm like, I don't even want to
I
bring
know what
them
you're
up.
talking
Yeah,
about.
I know you know
You're
what I'm
talking about dangling and tangling.
Yeah, it's stupid.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
Is he
Oh,
actually
toss
gonna find
back.
him? That is.
Toss
Oh, they don't get to
back,
kill. He gets
Coddle,
Will-O-Wisp.
blasted.
But he has BKB. They don't even have to use it. It's actually dead.
Structures are
He has
fortified.
no buyback. Yeah,
That was-
see,
Dire's
like I
top
said,
tower
during the
is under
Aegis, just
attack.
take a rack. Sometime you're good. And he doesn't even
good
have
way to
his
do
his satanic yet. The chicken's still dead. It just came alive, so he'll fly it out.
I don't know about this. The Dazzle is a halberd and a medallion. I don't think you should have picked up either of those items. The Hex timing would have been sick this game.
Oh, no. Dazzle's it too
Oh!
close.
Get it done!
Why did BKB that Omni Slash? Whatever.
Hacking, slashing
The
away,
buyback.
surviving the false promises.
think they're gonna
there.
hold here.
He's invis and fine for now. Tries to step back
Nice
in.
toss back.
Magnetized, fully healed.
Wait, who's coming in? Oh,
Uh,
Boogie thought of it. He's like, let's go,
Boogie.
boys. Oh, never mind. Just suicide. Let Oracle die. Yep,
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. He's trying to force him the other direction.
Looking
Oh.
for more, though. Tiny loses the invis.
I feel like the Jug needed
He
a Scotty.
lived? Synderin lived? They didn't even kill him?
No.
Oh.
They spread out too much. No interrupt.
It's a clean getaway, boys.
Who? I know 2 people bought back. Was it both on Dire? Sorry.
Dazzle was one of them.
Oh, God. We're crumbling.
Hi.
Oh, about this
It was just
Ags.
Dazzle. Okay, just Dazzle. But
Zach.
still, I mean, you
Ags
take
Nick?
tier 3 as well. Like, it's not like you just lost a fight. You took tier 3, you got a buyback, and you still have Aegis. I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree, Kyle.
No.
I don't know about these dazzle items. What's that halberd done?
It's like
He used it on the Medusa once,
Yeah.
which is good, but it doesn't
it's
do anything.
I don't think it actually changes the fight, though.
it's different on heroes like Conquer or Centaur, right? Where it kind of gives them a bit of damage too. Like I get it, but you need to reduce damage while also increasing your offensive capabilities, right? Like get a Shiva's if you want to do something like that. Buy an
Right.
AC on the Jug, like stack this armor up like the Vlad's on Earth Spirit.
Can you just fortune send off the disarm as well?
Radiant's
it's
top
not
tower
dispellable.
is under attack.
That's why when you BKB, it
That's
still
right.
stays on.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's one of those sticky ones.
Little extra little footnote rules.
Okay, this is going to come out wrong, but it's not. What's the
All right.
stickiest thing you guys have ever felt?
All right, here we go.
No, I'm just like honey, right? We were talking about honey,
Nah,
and like
nah,
like
nah.
you can actually
Super glue.
I don't know,
Yeah,
like
that-
humidity. I think
That, like, humidity.
like is how sticky. Like if you go out in Singapore and just walk around like a long sleeve shirt, you
Yeah,
are going to
it's
be the
humid.
stickiest boy.
Yeah,
ever.
it's not as
like,
sticky as glue, though.
It might be like when your shirt is that
It's
like
just like
drenched.
You know the worst
Clammy.
is pine tar.
Pine
Oh,
Pine
like
tar.
for baseball? Yeah, I've
Yeah.
touched it.
It
Yeah,
literally like you just can't get it off.
yeah. I like that. That's like the little giants when he
Mm.
puts it on his hand to like go.
Oh, yeah.
that's a classic.
that-
That's a
the-
classic scene right
Yeah.
there.
The shoe goo, the stuff that connects your shoes to the soles, that stuff's real sticky.
Dental bond. I'm sure that's
Dyer's
damn good
bottom
too.
tower
Like
is under
you
attack.
gotta get
Yeah, it's sticky.
cabbage going.
Yeah.
All right.
What
Thanks
else
for
is
that little
sticky?
discussion point, Grant.
You're welcome.
Dyer's
I don't
bottom
know,
tower
honey.
Toffee.
Anything
Chat,
else?
tell us
sticky.
what's sticky out there.
Well, no, don't ask Chad. I think we know what they're
Oh, I
gonna
see
say.
some answers. I can't say those guys. That's not. I know that's sticky, but please.
Oh, here comes the last fight. Will-O-Wisp is down. There's already one dead. He buys back immediately. Illidan Storm Rage. He right-clicks down the Will-O-Wisp while he's killing heroes. Welcome to that cleave damage. And now it's looking. Kern's ulti does come up, but it actually ends early because Synderin dies to it.
What a player,
And
Synderin!
now, will they just end it here? Storm's trying to do some damage. He hits the dieback Earth Sphere, but now Illidan is kind of out by himself. He does still have the Satanic, though. The stun comes out. Will he get the Satanic off right here? He does, and whoa! Full heal!
Oh,
This
Synderin's
Jug's
back.
chopping
Now
him,
they're
though.
trying. The Jug is doing damage, but is it enough? He's invis now because of the false promise talent, and now will they find more? The Jug, if they kill the Jug here, it could just be over. The stun and slow
not
come
attacking.
out.
The sustain, though.
He
Dazzle,
lives.
save it.
Afromoosh, no, he tried his best, and he dies. Grave comes out. No one's dying in these fights.
Jug's living.
There is going to be Synderin dying. Again, that's a dieback from Synderin. Is Radiant crumbling? It sure looks like it.
Oh my
Dude,
God!
the
The
minus
blinding
armor.
light. Now they're running him down.
Dude, the sustain is just too much.
Dude,
if
Juju
not-
is on the beat.
If Naive had just turned and fought earlier, it was like 15, 20 seconds. You're like, okay, you want to turn around? You want to turn
Yeah.
around? Like, come on, come on.
Yeah.
And then when he chooses to, like, he just kills everybody. And that's the thing about the item decision, though. Without Scotty, he has no way to actually stay on top of anybody through these force staffs.
Yeah.
And I just question their lack of Shiva's AC, because I think that'd be, like, just so key. If they have AC Jug here, I don't think he dies to anything.
When are they going to add healing done to the team fight recap? Because I'm pretty sure that Dazzle just healed the exact amount of damage they put out on HG.
Stunned by Boogie. Oh, this is an interesting play.
buybacks?
He BKBs with the re. He's just underground. Yo, what's up? I'm Nick's assassin. I'm chilling. I am tanking.
They could fight
Oh,
this.
they're gonna get the kill. No, they cannot. They lost their Dazzle. I
Get
think,
out. Get out.
I think you need the Dazzle with Jug.
That's
The only
true.
reason Jug owned is because of Dazzle. Dude, he got
Yes.
Grave 4 times that fight, I think.
Wasn't for.
I mean, Kyle, can you prove it?
Yes. this is
When?
replay.
Can you prove in the next 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Can you? Or do you need help from production?
Looks like it was twice.
Oh, okay. Well, he got me. Was it? I think it was 3. Are you sure it was twice?
I'm going to go with
the
twice.
cooldown's lower now.
Prove it.
I don't need to. I brought the affidavit of proof to you.
That's not how it works. That you sound like Steph Curry right now. Like, I didn't see anyone go to the moon, so how does anyone even know that it happened?
Well, that's also true, but not true, because this is different. Dota is a video game. The moon's a real thing.
You know what I blame? I blame Twitch chat for that because they made being ignorant cool. So it's like you can just not do your own research and be like, well, I'm not sure, but you're also too lazy to find out the truth.
You just casted a game with Boulder. How are you going to call him out like that?
What do you mean?
Damn.
Nothing.
True.
Yeah, just say Kappa when in doubt.
So he
Pog
just
Champ.
bought. Okay, he bought back on the Medusa, but he buys out
No.
anyways. Has an MKB. I don't know. This
But
next
seriously,
fight determines
real
it.
quick, it's like either two ways, right? Let's say Kyrie Irving and the flat Earth stuff.
Okay.
Either one, like, oh, you're trolling us, man. That's so cool.
Or you're
that-
legit dumb.
Yeah, it's like you're either dumb or you're like really dumb for pretending that you think.
So either way, you're dumb.
Like-
Oh my God, this is no buyback. If they actually can find this guy,
Slide.
he does get his Aghanim. That's going to be an
Oh.
ult. Illidan Stormage. He has no one to attack, but he will
Nice.
get ulted up, and now he has to take.
He's got no
panic.
mana.
He will be fine. I think. Yeah, that's not good
There's
because
still
he
no
already
dazzle.
bought back.
Yeah, he's good.
That no dazzle. If they kill that Earth Spirit, game might be over. Good save by him.
Stun on 2.
Naive, he's here, but he just right-clicks down Synderen, and now Boogie. He's trying to run the BKB pop by Naive. Is it enough? The Force Staffs, man. This Earth Spirit gets out again. What does Ag's Earth Spirit do again? It makes it so you can do it on allies.
Turn him
or
into
some shit.
Stone Remnant. No, the pole actually is now a level 25 talent. Which
And
I
the Axe
hate
is
that.
still-
I hate it because you're rarely, yeah, in this game it looks like he'll get there, but rarely you're going to get Earth Spirit to 25, certainly in a support position. So
Yeah.
you're never going to get that ally grip pull, it feels.
What was that? Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, my
They
God.
catch him.
They can't kill him, though. Or can they? They're going to try. Oh.
Friends nearby.
Oh,
Force
what a sick
staff.
carapace.
Heals from Dazzle.
Medusa's out of mana.
Oh, here's the turn. Afromoosh is down. Another Omni Slash.
Does he have Refresher? Or is, oh, no, he just has Coddle on
Coddle.
his team.
Did Medusa ball back?
Yeah, he's down.
Ooh.
Dude, is that just the game right there?
My.
Told you, Grant.
It's not over
I was
yet,
right
but
all
it's
along.
probably.
I mean, couldn't they
Oh, they
actually
called
It is
it.
go
over.
end
Okay,
it?
well,
Yeah.
it is over.
Just like I
Like-
said.
Actually, no buybacks.
I saw.
Yeah,
I saw
close
the-
one.
The human
Kyle
air argument
said-
was
yeah,
actually more
the human
stronger
air.
than ever, to be honest. The
Yeah.
human air argument looks good.
I
Well,
think.
Did it end by 20 minutes like Kyle said?
Look, well, you know they made some mistakes. They wanted to make it interesting for us viewers at home.
Yeah, they did. Now that was, I think HappyGuys had a chance there. I think that the overextension of the top fight where they didn't actually get the racks, and then there's Dazzle. Like even with the Dazzle being level 24, didn't have the best game, the weird items, just having multiple like heals, graves, and minus armor for this Jug, it just feels like your solo core did more than the other team's solo core.
Yep.
They owned. And then Slayer, level 17, Keeper of the Light at games end, 7.8k here.
And he has
He did his
nothing.
job. He did Ignis.
He doesn't need anything. He has Bracer.
And he gave his whatever the mana plus whatever. He gave it to Jug, and Jug has 2 ultimates in like a minute.
That's true.
That's some good stuff. Damn, look at that. 6k spent. Still lost though, and that's what matters. You can play well in the game, but if you lose, who gives a shit, right? Like
Exactly.
when what's that guy's name in basketball dropped 70 points, you still lost. Wow, congrats on your play. Your team still hates you because you're a loser.
Yeah, that's the thing that's
Damn,
like
jeez.
just rough about
Facts.
competition. It's zero sum. You know,
Yeah.
you can play flawlessly. It doesn't matter if you lose the game. No one cares.
It's all about the win, baby.
Yep.
Yep, W's are important.
Medusa feels a little slow to me. Like that was a tough game, I guess. Nyx is a counter, but she just feels clunky.
Any
you
slower
know?
than what she normally is, though? I mean, I
No,
guess you
I-
profile as a slower
It's
hero.
because
Yeah,
this
of
patch
course.
feels faster too, so it makes her
That's
feel
true.
slower.
I think
Yeah.
that's it. And a matchup against Dazzle, like that tempo in that mid lane is just completely different.
I will give a shout out to Stormstormer. He played far better this game. He was always around the map game. We
Yeah.
questioned his item decision early, but it paid off. He made space for
They
his
lost.
Medusa. Yeah, they lost, but you can still give him a shout
He's
out.
the new guy on the team. It shows
Yeah.
promise for the squad. I mean, the
What
Europe
happened
and
to-
CIS division's pretty deep.
I miss the old Grant. This Grant's like, hey, you know, let's gotta give respect to the losers. Like, where was this guy 2 years ago?
Oh, no, I'm not giving respect to them as a team. They threw the game. I'm giving respect to Stormstormer from his game one, right? He played bad in game one.
You're saying he styled a bit. You're right.
Yeah, in this game, he's 14. Who was involved in the most kills? He was involved in 28.
28 of 36.
Yes,
bad.
and the
That's
next
pretty good.
closest was 27 by an Earth Spirit. When you're doing better than that, I mean, Kyle, maybe you don't really understand. You captained a team, like you were a little bit lower on the post. You couldn't really observe games from afar, you know what I'm saying? That was a good performance, a little better than your middle tinies.
No. Limp has his flaws.
No, not Limp. Your I remember
Oh.
you playing Tiny a couple
My
times.
tiny's
Garbage. No, I haven't seen you in a while. It's been like 6 years.
Yeah,
That's
it's been
because you
a
just
while.
don't play Dota much anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I watch enough of it, right?
No,
it's the same
so-
thing.
Yeah, I make that argument too.
Yeah. What are we taking out of this? That NoPango is probably the favorite for this tournament.
They are,
I
yeah.
think that's one of the biggest things.
Happy
Yeah.
Guys didn't look terrible. I thought they would be much worse. They actually look like a.
You thought
like
they'd
a
look
Dota
like
team.
game one multiple times.
Yes.
But that game two, they actually looked like a team. They actually had a plan, too.
Yeah.
You saw they actually had the plan beforehand. It worked out for them, but unfortunately, you're now 0-2. But guess what? You got to play again
Oh.
next.
Yeah, don't worry. It's full round robin. You have all the other 5 teams or 4 teams now to play against here. Each
Play Vega.
point or each win is a point. So NoPango are sitting at a pretty good spot. We still have plenty of series to come, though. Up next, Happy Guys, back-to-back special. All right, and they're going against Vega Squadron.
It's KZ versus Cinderin, the master and the apprentice.
Oh, I like that.
Huh.
Some more haunt trash as well.
Yeah,
A little bit of
nice.
everything. A lot of good times. So we'll cut to a break. When we come back, more Dota to come at, I can't believe, it's not Summit.
It's not?
Nope.
God.
Oh.